Hello, I'm Michael Greenfield, Executive Director of Asheville Community Yoga, a nonprofit dedicated to having yoga, the healing arts, and healthy food available for everyone. I'd like to share our story from beginning in 2010 to present time. We started in 2010 in a warehouse about 3 miles away from here, offering free yoga for people who couldn't afford to come to the practice. Within months, the warehouse was full and realized we needed to rent a bigger space and one that could have bathrooms and house people. So we moved into 8 Brookdale Road in March of 2010. We had volunteers help to renovate the space and to create our home for Asheville Community Yoga. In the beginning, we had just a couple teachers teaching 2 or 3 classes a week with 200 or 300 students. And over the years, we have over 80 teachers teaching over 120 classes a week to almost 19,000 students. Asheville Community Yoga is a demonstration of service. It gives people an opportunity, the teachers, to teach for free. We call it Karma Yoga, and also gives opportunities to our hundreds of volunteers to come and help serve in all the different ways to keep this nonprofit thriving. So within months of our opening Asheville Community Yoga, we realized that we did not have enough parking for all the students and teachers who wanted to come. We started our first fundraiser for $15,000 to be able to create a parking lot across the street, which we did in about 2 months. Within 6 months of Asheville Community Yoga opening, we realized that we needed to create more space for more practicing, for teacher trainings, and community space. We leased and renovated Studio B in 2012. We ended up opening Studio B in March, and we had our first teacher training in April of 2012 in Studio B. In 2013, we had approximately 50 teachers volunteering, over 5,000 students. It was a big year for Asheville Community Yoga. We had about 6 paid staff at this time with 1 volunteer, and we were just finding our way into our expansion into Studio B. By 2014, we had 6,500 students, approximately 60 classes per week. In 2015, we got the opportunity to put a contract on the entire building at 8 Brookdale Road. We started our 2-year fundraising campaign for $150,000. This was for the down payment of the building. At this point, we had 8,000 students. We had our first yoga-thon, which raised over $22,000. Zen and Now, our thrift shop across the street, opened, and we needed more staff and more teachers were coming on. In 2016, we reached an agreement to buy the land behind the building for our parking lot. We had a generous student lend the community $100,000 to make that possible for the down payment. In 2016, we purchased the building and the parking lot space. We put $300,000 down on a $1.4 million loan. The loan included the renovations for Studio C. By the end of 2016, we had 11,700 students, more staff, and getting ramped up to be able to support our renovations and our new expansion project. In 2017, we purchased the Elk Mountain project for $635,000. The Elk Mountain project are the houses just south adjacent to the building. So by June 2017, the expansion was well on its way. Zen and Now moves into our building, that's our thrift shop. In July 2017, Studio C opens. We begin offering our first diverse perspective scholarship, now called the Unity Scholarship. In August 2017, our new parking lot opens. In September of 2017, we're needing to raise $75,000 for more building construction funds and to complete the entire project. We begin working on our healing arts space. The community created a waterfall in honor of Gary, one of our teachers who passed. We had over 100 classes, over 65 teachers, and 14 staff members. In 2018, we opened up Healing Arts and our community market. Zen and Now is rocking. It's bringing in approximately $3,000 a month, about a third of our mortgage. In March of 2018, we purchased the food truck and began additions to what today is called Karma Cafe. We raised $50,000 for Karma Cafe in September, and by November 2018, Karma Cafe opens. We have more staff, over 80 teachers, and over 120 classes a week. In February 2019, we began installing solar panels. By April, we are a fully solar-powered campus. Hallelujah. As of April 2019, we have workshops and series classes, 2 teacher trainings per year, an immersion program, foundations course, continuing education courses, Healing Arts, we have Zen and Now, Karma Cafe, service projects, community events, holiday art market, blacklight yoga, and kirtans. Our finances at this point are as follows. The debt of Asheville Community Yoga. We have our building and our parking lot of a $1.1 million loan with Wells Fargo. The food truck for Karma Cafe, which originally was $60,000, we now owe $25,464 for. We have 2 short-term loans from 2 separate students totaling $265,000. These loans were for the down payments of our parking lot and to help us finish the expansion project, which included Studio C, the Healing Arts, Zen and Now, and Karma Cafe. The Elk Mountain project of $635,000, and our solar project, which we owe $50,000 for. As of now, we have a $1.85 million total debt to be paid off by 2025, of which $265,000 needs to be paid off by the end of 2020. The future of Asheville Community Yoga. Additional yoga teacher training scholarships, diversity education, increase the ability to truly support diversity in our community. The plans for the Elk Mountain project. We're going to need 75 to 100 more parking spots for the future, increase staff wages and benefits, offer teachers free meals at Karma Cafe as a thank you every time they teach. To help keep Asheville Community Yoga sustainable and thriving as it is today, we're starting our Heart of Community fundraiser event. Our goal is to raise $200,000 by December 31st, 2019. It will include 2 blacklight yogas with Wendy, a yogathon with several of our teachers, and a dinner theater as the last fundraiser. So what can you do? You come to classes, give more as you come to classes if you can. Also, spread the word. Let everyone know about Asheville Community Yoga, all the service that we offer, and the ways that we can become deeper in community together. As of now, Asheville Community Yoga pays over $60,000 a year in interest alone. We are looking for students to give a 5-year interest-free loan to support the community. You can also start your own fundraiser online to support and raise awareness for Asheville Community Yoga. I'd like to thank all the teachers, all the volunteers, and all the students who come to make Asheville Community Yoga a possibility. Asheville Community Yoga is a model for the future. Thank you so much for being a part of this place. Namaste.